Hello, friends, and welcome back to King's Quest 6. Here we are on the Isle of Wonder, and how wonderful it is. Let's go ahead and start exploring, and oh my gosh, their library's in quite disarray, and full of bees.
The tail end of this island is a riotous scramble of books, sand, and a spider's web. Piles of stacked books, looking ready to topple at any moment, have been arranged haphazardly on the sandy ground.
Maybe we can take another book. Maybe Ali would like one.
Hey, hands off the goods there, son.
Sorry?
Sorry.
Who are you, friend?
Hello? Is anyone there in the books?
No, there's no one here.
It's getting like pretty Alice in Wonderland.
Wow. Hiya, gorgeous. Oh, what a luscious-looking hunk of flesh you are.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you, I guess. Who are you?
How charming of you to pretend not to know. I'm Black Widow, of course. The femme fatale of all femme fatales. Know what I mean? You know, I was just thinking it was time I found my 50th, another husband. It would be quite a horror, an honor to have me as a bride.
Wow.
Just look at my beautiful weaving. It's so light, so delicate. You'll never want to leave my little nest.
It is a lovely web, but my heart is elsewhere, I'm afraid.
Oh, drat! The loss is yours. I'm sure you'll change your mind once you consider the advantages.
Well, hot dang, this spider's trying to seduce us and murder us. Isn't nature terrifying?
A black widow is sitting in her web. She has long legs and an hourglass on her belly. She gives Alexander a knowing look.
Well, I know what that knowing look means, and I gotta play hard to get. Maybe a little tug on this perfect web you have here.
Hey, don't touch that thread!
Alexander snatches the scrap of parchment, curious to see what's written on it.
Love. With a spider? Maybe.
The wind blows the scrap of paper from Alexander's hand, but he remembers what it said well enough.
Oh, I didn't even keep it. Okay. Let's try to talk to this guy one more time.
Hey, hands off the goods there, son.
Oh, sorry.
Hey,
Oh,
Maybe the bees will talk to
There is
me?
no reply.
What if I try to take from another pile?
hey, hands.
oh,
Alright, I guess I can't take from any pile. Can I talk to him?
hello?
No, there's.
Let's skedat. We have more of this island to explore. If I can. Gotta find that right click. There it is. Alright, let's go back to where we saw the Sense Boys come from. Oh, a lovely little swamp.
A mushy swamp lies just off the path. It doesn't look like very good swimming.
Well, we've learned our lesson from swimming.
A stick is stuck in the middle of the swamp. The fallen log has a good-sized knot or bump.
I see a face in that log. Let's chat it up.
That bump on the log does not look particularly conversational to Alexander.
Well,
Milk
we have over here.
thrives near the mucky swamp. Small bottles filled with milk grow on it like fruit.
Bottles of milk. That's a heck of a plant.
Alexander takes a bottle of milk from the milkweed bush.
Oh my gosh.
Apparently, the dogwood tree doesn't like Alexander standing that close.
A dogwood tree. Are you kidding me?
A large tree stretches its knotted limbs out over the swamp. Part of the tree's trunk is shaped like the face of a dog. Why, it must be a dogwood tree.
Oh, you're doing me a frighten there, dogwood. Ah, yes. What a lovely garden. We're getting like very Alice in Wonderland.
Unless Alexander is mistaken, those plants must be baby's tears.
Baby's tears.
Vines of sweet ripening tomatoes climb up little wooden posts.
These sweet little baby tomatoes, except for this guy. Look at this grunt boy.
Alexander takes a close look at the tomato in the ground. It appears to be darker than those on the vines.
What are you staring at there, boy? Go away, you rootless thing, you! Yeah!
Yep, that tomato is definitely rotten.
Boots. Well, I think we can still be friends.
Hey! What do you think you're doing there? Get your hands off me! Hey!
Alexander picks up rotten tomato and puts him away. One never knows when one will need a rotten tomato.
True. Never leave home without one, honestly.
Is that lettuce growing in the garden? It looks a little chilled. Why, it must be iceberg lettuce.
Ooh, all the puns are coming hard and fast right
Alexander
now.
picks a head of iceberg lettuce.
Ye gads! Is that cold?
Literally cold iceberg lettuce. Oh my gosh.
A colorful array of snapdragons stand guard to one side of the path. A gray brick wall marks the end of the garden. The wallflowers look terribly shy. There appears to be a hole in the garden wall. Through the hole in the wall, Alexander sees a land that resembles a giant chessboard.
Interesting.
Wow,
So just
it really is a hole in the wall. Zounds, those wallflowers sure are shy, and the snapdragons are awfully protective of them. Alexander can't even get close to the wallflowers without causing quite a stir.
Let's see. Alexander in Wonderland. See if we can take that creature that happens to also be a
Alexander
hole in the wall.
decides to pick up the hole in the wall. A hole in the wall could be a very useful thing.
I think so. Oh, no.
Alexander startled the poor thing.
Oh,
It's run off to hide behind the wallflowers.
it's even shyer than the shy wallflowers. All right. Well, we do have some new items here. I'm cool with that. See if we can get past this gate. This pizza gate. Oh my gosh, that became a thing. I didn't even think about that. What's going on in Chessland? We had dog knights. Now we got chess knights.
A noble white chess knight stands at the top of the marble stairs.
Daventry just had no knights, honestly. The only knight I ever saw in Daventry was Graham. He quickly became king. Let's chat him up.
Excuse me. What land lies beyond?
What land? Chessboard land, you knave.
I see. And is chessboard land part of the land of the Green Isles?
It is the home of the red and white queens, rulers of the Isle of Wonder, fairest of the islands that owe loyalty to the king of the land of the Green Isles. But perhaps not for long.
What do you mean?
What is the purpose of unity with the great king and queen dead? The princess is worth serving, but the feud with the other isles is strong.
Hello, my fair queens.
I must insist, Your Highness. I shall send a lump of coal to the Vizier and the Princess as a present for their wedding, and that's the end of it.
And I suppose you'll leave me with only this stupid spoiled egg to send, Your Highness. I want to impress the new king and queen of the realm as much as you do. As queen of this island, I have every right to that lump of coal.
Who isn't queen of this isle? The lump of coal is in my possession. Therefore, I shall do as I please with it. Besides, there's nothing wrong with that spoiled egg.
The egg, though delightfully spoiled, is not nearly so valuable as the lump of coal, and you know it. Your Highness always got to carry the singing stone. It's not fair that you get the coal, too.
That doesn't count. The singing stone was stolen by that horrid beast. I should get to keep the coal just because my stone was stolen.
It wasn't your stone. It belonged to the Isle of Wonder treasury. Your Highness always thinks that everything is hers.
Excuse me, my good man, but could you settle an argument for us?
Which of us should get to carry the coal and which the egg? Remember, white is the color of deserving truth and virtue.
Quiet, Your Highness, and let him make up his own mind. I, for one, shall be more proper, and not even mention the fact that red is the color of love.
I'm sorry, Your Majesties. I'm partial to both red and white, but I'm afraid that I don't know how to solve your problem. One of you will just have to be gracious and allow the other the lump of coal.
What a ridiculously stupid idea.
Quite ludicrous.
He was a lot of help, wasn't he?
Oh, yes. Obviously a man of high intelligence.
Okay. So we met the two
The lump of
rulers
coal
of
goes
this
much land, better with my gown anyway.
fighting over a
Black
lump
and
of
red are
coal.
imperial colors.
Not happy with a spoiled egg, and
That's the
we heard the
silliest
beast
thing I ever
stole the
heard.
singing
Red
stone.
does not go with anything, being much too self-conscious. White is the perfect accompaniment to any color.
All right, you guys, got your own thing going on here in Chessland.
The Red Queen has dropped her scarf on the steps.
Perhaps she dropped a favor toward us? Letting us know
Alexander
something?
picks up the Red Queen's scarf.
Or maybe it was just pure accident, you know. Right, well, I don't think we're going to check out Chessland. Hello, frog.
The Isle of Wonder swamp oozes with...
Ah, okay. Ooh, you can hear the frogs too. That's nice. All right. Well, they did mention the beast, so I say we check out the
Alexander
Isle
pulls out his
of
magic map.
the Beast. See what's going on. See if we can get that singing stone.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Here we go. I consider myself a beast of a man, so I'll be right at home, right, fellow beasts? Well, all I saw was a raccoon, but he went away.
Alexander is standing at the edge of the sea on a heavily forested island. As far as the eyes can see, tall trees spread out their branches as though straining to link arms, their tops forming a canopy above. A path leads north through the forest.
All right, well, we have a new area here, so we'll make a new save. Call ourselves Beastly Man. Let's head on in, see what's going on.
A rabbit hops about rather fearlessly. It's probably never even seen a human. Alexander is greeted with silence.
Aw. Okay, well, let's check out what we have here.
A pond lies across the path. The water boils as if over some magical flame.
Boiling water. That would burn me alive, huh? Well, I think we got just the thing for that.
Hoping to cool down the boiling pond, Alexander throws in a head of iceberg lettuce. The pond's water slowly stops boiling.
Cool that
by the
pond
ice.
off.
It still looks hot, but bearable. Alexander decides to brave the steaming pond.
Ouch! Ow! Ooh, 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 ouch!
The pond is no longer boiling, but it's hardly bathwater.
I think we'll take what this is.
Alexander takes the old hunter's lamp from the tree.
All right, we have a lamp now. Let's go ahead and give it a quick rub, shall we?
Alexander rubs the lamp, but nothing happens.
Well, maybe we can trade it
As
in.
Alexander continues down the path, he gets
Gold
the strange
eyes.
feeling that he's being watched.
Come on over here and see what I'm doing with these flowers. Never mind that stone fella on top of the gate. He won't hurt you any. He's just there to scare you.
I don't believe you. Let's check out this stone fella.
A stone archer sits atop the lintel of the gate like a silent guardian. His stone bow is tightly drawn and fitted with a single stone arrow.
So now that we've learned our lesson, we're not going to hang out with this dude.
A
Well,
brick
let's see what else we
lies on
have.
grass. It must have come from the old brick wall.
All right.
Alexander
brick
sees
here.
nothing of interest there. Alexander
Ooh, it follows us.
picks up the brick.
Definitely looks dangerous. We'll just, we'll leave you be, my man.
You aren't gonna listen to me, are you? Well, we'll just see about that.
That's odd. The gardener just disappeared.
Seeing him disappear into a puff of smoke is very pleasing. Lets me know that I'm not gonna die. Okay, so I was a little curious when I couldn't talk to the bookworm. But now that I'm here, I definitely know I'm missing something. So I need to figure out how to trigger something.
Alexander
Maybe I have to
pulls
go to the
out his
bookstore.
magic map. Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Okay, because we are definitely dealing with language and we're dealing with books. So I think I didn't quite activate something at the bookstore.
The old tree must have witnessed many intrigues and many tragedies,
Mm-hmm.
but it keeps its stories to itself.
Oh. All right, tree, you keep your secrets. I'm just your Frodo. I get it. Our peddler boy's not here. All right.
Hello. I will be right up. Now, what can I do for you?
I think I want that book right in front of
How
you.
much for that book on the counter, merchant?
It is a fine book, is it not? I obtained it from the estate of the one and only magician this kingdom has ever had. Poofed himself into an aardvark in the end, or so I heard. I never found the spells all that useful myself, but then I lead a boring life. I tell you what, if you can find another rare book, something a bit more marketable, I might be willing to exchange the spelled book for it.
All right, I think that's what we need. So he needs a rare book to exchange. And we got a new colorful man here.
An odd-looking man is reading in the stuffed chair. He wears a vest, balloon-style pants, and pointed shoes. There's something deliberately silly about the man, as though he were a performer of some sort.
Well, I hate to interrupt your story, but you just look so cool.
Good day, sir. Is there anything you can tell me about the land of the Green Isles?
I'm sorry, but I have no time for idle conversation. I'm too worried about the princess.
He's too worried. He sounds worried. I'm so worried. All right. Hopefully we have it activated. Hopefully we can move forward. I know, friends, you're probably thinking that earlier, but he didn't talk about that book. How will he proceed to save Cosima if he doesn't know about that one specific exact book? And it's true. I wouldn't have, but I figured it out.
His magic map.
I could hear you. I could hear you watching the episode, and I knew I was like, I'm missing something. That book. That one book that was incredibly hard to spot, blended in with the counter. That book. I guess now we'll see. I mean, it'd be pretty silly if I didn't activate anything and I'm just making a big deal of nothing. Let's see. We'll try to take another book here.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm sorry. I didn't realize these books had an owner. I'm in need of a rare book.
There we go.
No owner? All books have owners, my good man. And this book owner, bookworm to you, wouldn't part with one of his books for anything.
Isn't there something I can do for you to pay for the book?
Let's see. Do you have an itinerant clause?
No. No clauses at all, I'm afraid.
As an exception, you always should.
Oh my gosh.
Don't mind oxymoron and diphthong. They're fairly limited grammatical principles, you know. Let's see. A marsh pig that does Texas?
No. I'm afraid not.
A dangling participle?
I'm fresh out.
A purple fiddle whacker?
No, I don't think so. Sorry.
An idiosyncrasy, perhaps?
Afraid not.
Ha! Then what good are you?
You know, I know all those were language references, but they just sounded like Willy Wonka creations to me. So let's see.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
Now that we know what he was referring to was basically creatures.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
We'll check out the Isle of the Beast. See what we can find. See, now we have this guy. Who are you, buddy?
There's an odd little creature dangling from that tree branch. A little fawn is feeding on a grassy hillock near the sea.
It has nothing to do with the game, but it's cute and adorable, and it belongs in it. All right, talk to our buddy here.
Hello, friend. Aren't you an odd-looking little fellow?
I'm not odd-looking, you are.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you could speak.
Speak not. Funny is, speech I am and nothing but.
Oh, yeah. This looks exactly like what we're looking for.
Won't you come down?
Come down? Why for? No, you I do not.
Maybe. What do we have here? Oh, I have more. Maybe... I don't quite remember. Maybe this will help here.
Alexander doesn't want to alter the forest. Alexander holds the sentence out to the creature.
Okay. I was wanted to make sure I was doing it right. I was like, oh, was that not it?
Where are you going? Where are you going? Know what I do? Where are you going to? Like you, I do. Go I with you?
Yeah, buddy, just right here in my my jacket.
Well, that was certainly interesting. It looks like Alexander now has a passenger.
Passenger for our magical trip
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
to the Isle of Wonder.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
All right, so now hopefully we can get that rare book. So let's see. This funny looking guy, just put him over here.
There's no reason to use that up.
No? All right. Maybe we'll just get
There's
the bookworm's attention.
Are you there, most venerable bookworm?
Do you have anything interesting yet?
Oh, yeah.
A regular abnormality?
Let me see what I have.
Here you go.
I found this little fellow lost on another island.
Coming home I am too.
There you are, you naughty boy. I told you not to leave the island.
Glad I am seeing you too.
A most solemn celebration.
So, you found my dangling participle. I suppose I'll have to give you something. Let's see now. Was it a rare book you wanted?
Yes, sir.
Well, then none of these will do. They've been sitting in the sun far too long and must be well cooked by now.
Guffaw.
This is far more rare. A delicious little tidbit.
Thanks.
Let's check out this book. Oh, the big R.
Alexander is carrying a rare book from the bookworm. The words in the binding are very faint. The something riddle book.
All right. I guess R can stand for rare as well as riddle. And let's go ahead. Let's get out of here.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
And we'll go back to the Isle of the Crown. There
Alexander
we
feels
are.
a strange pulling sensation.
All right. Back to the main island. Hanging out with our nightingale friend. And I think that is where we will end this episode. So thank you very much. Friends, I hope you're all enjoying this series. I always appreciate the chance to play King's Quest VI. And I also hope everything is going well. Your week was a success. You're happy. You're smiling and laughing more than ever. And I hope I'll see you all in the next video. Take care.